which is a good way to start off our St. David's Day weekend show. And before me, I have Alex, who hasn't been on the show for, since Christmas.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, it has been a while. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Alan. Bore da, I feel I should say, because that's obviously Welsh for good afternoon.
You're the only one of us in the room that is somewhat Welsh.
Well, kind of. Well, my nan called herself Welsh, although she was born in Wales, but didn't have a drop of Welsh blood in her. And then she moved to Bath when she was about 10. And of course, I'm married to a Welsh man as well. So every now and again, I will go into Welsh. But not that I know very much of it. I know the old... Oh, I know that place name. Can I say it now? The
Sure.
longest one. Okay, I'm going to say it now. I'm going to kick off the show with Llanfair y Pwllgwyngyll go Gerith Gwyndrobl Llandysilion go go go. There you are. See? Thank you. And a little bit of background on St David, as this, well, it was St David's Day yesterday actually, wasn't it? So it was the 1st of March. And apparently very little is actually known about his life. It's believed that he lived to be 100 years old and that he died in 589 BC. But the first text on his life only appeared about 500 years after his death. This means it's difficult to tell which aspects of the St David's Day story are true and which are legend. He was supposed to have been very gentle and physically strong and tall despite eating a frugal diet. His parents were Sand, the grandson of Prince of Ceredigion in south-west Wales, and Non, a niece of the legendary King Arthur. And St David was said to have travelled wildly throughout Wales, Cornwall in the southwest of England, and Brittany in France, and possibly to Ireland and Jerusalem. He founded several churches and a monastery in Wales, and eventually became an archbishop. St David was canonised in 1120 BC, and March the 1st was included in the church calendar as St David's Day. People started making pilgrimages to St David's Monastery after he was canonised, and a cathedral still stands on the original site. And of course, on St David's Day, people are said to wear a leek, men especially are said to wear a leek, and this is because legend has it that St David ordered his soldiers to wear leeks on their helmets during a battle against the Saxons during the 6th century, because apparently nobody knew who they were fighting, and enemy was fighting enemy and friend was fighting friend, so he said put a leek on so that we know that you are the Welsh army, and that is apparently why we wear leeks today on St David's Day.
Interesting.
There you are. There's a little bit of information for you. And I've got a couple of little poems. One was by Roald Dahl, who actually, obviously, wasn't Welsh, but he was Norwegian, but he was born in Wales in 1916. And I like this one. It's called St Ives by Roald Dahl. As I was going to St Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Said he, I think it's much more fun than getting stuck with only one. That's it. That's Roald Dahl's version of St Ives. And this is a poem by William Henry Davies. I really had to include this because this is actually my father-in-law's name, William Henry Davies. The whole thing, that is his actual name. But of course this is the poet who died in 1940. But he was born in Newport. And this is called Ale. Now do I hear thee weep and groan, who hath a comrade sunk at sea. Then quaff thee of my good old ale, and it will raise him up for thee. Thou'lt think as little of him then, as when he moved with living men. If thou hast hopes to move the world, and every effort it doth fail, then to thy side call Jack and Jim, and bid them drink with thee good ale. So many the world that would not hear, perish in hell with all your care. 1 quart of good ale, and I feel that when life immortal is, the brain is empty of all thought, the heart is brimming o'er with bliss. Time's first child, life, doth live, but death, the second, hath not yet his breath. Give me a quart of good old ale. Am I a homeless man on earth? Nay, I want not your roof and quilt. I'll lie warm at the moon's cold hearth. No grumbling ghost to grudge my bed. His grave, ha ha, holds up my head.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We do have another song now. We had Tom Jones to start off with, but this is now the Ballad of Tom Jones by the band Space, I'm told.
Yeah, Space and Catatonia. So it's actually sung Cerys Matthews, obviously, who then later did a duet with Tom Jones, and this is one of my favourites.
Okay.